This is Knox Street Studios Tech Bridge, where we focus on increasing our technical know-how and productivity. Today, we're going to focus on the Firefox browser. All right, a couple of things. So we've gone through a couple of other browsers. Number one, we've gone through the Chrome browser. We then went through the Safari browser. And today what we're going to do is the Firefox browser. But in going through those browsers, there are other options. There are quite a few other options. And depending on what your needs are, I can't anticipate that. If you have specific needs and interested, then email me. I'll be happy to, or reach out to me. I'll be happy to cover other browsers. But I just wanted to mention that if you do a quick Google search and say, hey, what are the best browsers in 2020? There are multiple websites that gives you different ideas and a little bit of the functionalities of the different browsers that are out there, okay? So for today, we're gonna do Firefox. So just type in up at the, inside your, up in your address bar, and then type in Firefox. There is a little short blurb about what it does, how to do some of the things with it, et cetera, et cetera. And it's sort of, and they all talk about kind of what they protect against, things of that nature. And so I don't think I want this particular one about joining. Where is it? Download, browsers, desktop. Okay. Browsers, download. Okay. So right here under browsers, go to download. Okay. Now, so this is going to be all browsers kind of know where you're coming from and they know the browser that you're using. And so this button in particular for me, because I am currently using a Mac, it's going to go with the Mac download. Depending on the page, it'll also give you both of them. So you can't, you know, if you're downloading. All right, so you click on it and then it should automatically start. And then you'll see this pop up. On the Mac, it'll say the extension will be DMG. On the Windows, it should be EXE, okay? All right, and note where the download goes. This goes in particular for this computer into the download folder. I'm gonna cancel this because I did this yesterday to update it. All right, so then, okay. All right, so now, then what you want to do is you want to find the place where you download it, which I did under downloads, and then you see the deal here. When you double click on it, it's going to pop up like this. And all you have to do on the Mac is drag it over into this folder. All right. The other thing that I would suggest you do is pin it to the bottom. And you can do that in a couple of different ways. When you drag it over to the bottom, because mine's already there, it's going to say keep both replaced, but it should take about 40 seconds or so. And then it should pop up. And then it should be in your applications window, which, if I can move this, when you click on your little rocket or launch pad, you slide over and then you see it right here. And then you should double click on it and Firefox has been installed. Again, if you're on a Windows, if you're interested, I can quickly run through that. but it's a similar process. You download an exe, you double click on the exe. It could be a zip. I can't remember because I haven't done it in a bit. But it's one or the other. You double click on it and it should install. Okay. So what we have here is for me, the new Firefox, and there are versions of it, and they're always updating the version. In fact, they just did a new update for the Chrome version that I saw to kind of keep it updated. So the things that I want to share is the add-ons, which we've already looked at before. But let's spend a little time over here. So number one, this is your account. You can sync the tabs under here, and you can send the tab to a device, right? So you can send it to, say, your cell phone, things of that nature. Under here, you also can do, like we did before, a private window. So none of the data will be saved or cached. You can also save logins and passports. The piece that the two pieces I want to focus on. Number one is the add-ons. So when you click on add-ons, it allows for you to add that extra functionality that we've already talked about with the Chrome as well as Safari. You can do that. And then by clicking on more add-ons down at the bottom, you can get to a whole list of different types of add-ons or extensions. So it could be like here, a weather extension, scroll anywhere. It can be media enhancers, privacy browser, or it could be like tools to, again, sort of like the productivity stuff, right? The ones that, so these are some of your privacy extensions right here. Ghost, Privacy Badger, Popular are video downloader, I guess, and Facebook Container. There are also some themes sort of to change the look and feel of the actual Firefox. And then you can change, you can do extensions for scenery, music, all sorts of extensions. All right, so we're not going to belabor that point. The other thing that I wanted to show you, because this leads into what we're going to be doing next week, is this button down here. It's called Web Developer. And so when you click on that and click on Web Console, what it's going to open up is what some of the under the hood programming. You'll see quite a bit of information here. There's some performance issues, there's some memory issues, but the piece that we will spend the most time with is the inspector. So if you ever want to understand how a website was created, you can start to get a feel for it right here. And so you got three different windows happening here. So this is the HTML right here, right? Matter of fact, the first line says doc type HTML, right? This is the CSS right here. And then this shows you a little bit of the of kind of the box model and the grid. And so now a lot of folks are using grid over here to write their code. So so one of the things that happens with anything with computers is that it is constantly evolving. So grid is sort of new. Everybody's not using it, but it certainly makes it easier to code. Learning curve may be a little harder for you and I, but if you're doing this on a day-to-day basis, grid it's a beautiful thing. And so I wanted to show you this because as an action item, in the next series next week, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be delving into programming. In particular, we're going to be delving into Python for the next couple of sessions, and then we'll flip and go to another language after that. We'll probably do HTML and things of that nature. So action item is install Firefox, play around with some extensions. As always, of course, as always, reach out to me. Thank you all for the folks who have. I've had a couple of people who reached out to me and touched base with me. I appreciate that. And then see if you can open up a website in under web development, one that you're interested in. Say, how the heck do they do that? Well, you can start to see what some of the HTML and CSS looks like right here in your Firefox browser. Thank you for checking us out this week. And again, send any comments that you're interested in. I'll see you next time.